So Michael and I watched the movie The Girl in the Basement. When you watch this movie, you might not believe that anything so disturbing can happen. The real life story, the man was Josef Fritzl, and it gets really gruesome. This is the third time I'm attempting this without cutting my head off. So you guys might be wondering, why on earth is Kara sitting under the stairs right now? Shiro seems to be wondering the exact same thing. This is usually Fitz's spot. I wanted to set the mood for today's specific topic, and I don't have a basement to do that. Today's topic is the movie The Girl in the Basement. That angle was really not working. My face was super dark. Have any of you guys seen the movie The Girl in the Basement? I think it was a Lifetime movie, but it just came out. It was really good for a Lifetime movie. Like, I think it was better than most, probably because it was based on a true story. So Michael and I watched the movie The Girl in the Basement. As we started watching it, I was like, this is interesting, but I've definitely heard this story before. I had already watched an episode about the guy in real life it was based on, named Josef Fritzl. If you don't have cable or didn't catch it on Lifetime, you can do what I did and rent it on Apple Movies for cheap. When you watch this movie, you might not believe that anything so disturbing can happen. It did. Actually, the real life story is probably worse. So in the movie, the girl, I believe her name is Sarah, she is rebellious, but she doesn't even seem that rebellious. It's really mild stuff. So for her 18th birthday, instead of getting her a present like a normal dad, he's mad at her because she disobeyed and snuck out to go hang out with her boyfriend. He apparently had a lair in the basement that was soundproof, buried under the depths of the house that nobody could ever find. Her crazy father, Don, sets her up as if she's trying to move something to the basement. She's never seen this room before. Long story short, once she's in there moving this item to help him, he closes the door and locks her in there. Yes, she has a mom. She has a sister. They live upstairs. They end up thinking that the daughter has gone completely missing. Little do they know, the psychotic father is keeping her locked down in the basement as a prisoner. And it gets really gruesome. In the film, the lair is like a concrete room. It's very small. He actually keeps her there for like over 20 years. But the grossest thing is that he starts raping her. Actually, that's not the grossest thing. That's a very gross thing. She gets pregnant. This is not the last time it would happen. In the movie, I believe she has 3 kids with him. And then she even gets pregnant again. But this one, they get in an altercation while she's pregnant and he ends up killing the baby. Very sad and very heavy, and even worse because all of this stuff really happened in Austria. In the movie, the girl Sarah ends up escaping, but it's not until 25 years have passed or so. And her 3rd son, she actually ends up sending upstairs to live with her parents. It's so twisted how it played out. They thought that she just left the baby on the doorstep. At least that's what the mom thought. And in real life, they did do this, except I think there were more children and more of them went upstairs to live with their parents. The real life story, the man was Josef Fritzl. He was located in Austria, and this happened in 1984. He was planning to make this underground lair for years. He got his daughter's help in the basement, and that's how he locked her in. In real life, he was getting his daughter Elizabeth help install the final door on this concrete lair. Obviously, she didn't know that he had plans to lock her in there as a sex slave. Real life, the actual thing had 8 doors to get into. Essentially, once you're in there, there's no getting out unless you're Josef Fritzl. Elizabeth had threatened to run away many times, so this is the story he used with his family. Because she always said she wanted to have a different life, run away with friends, have more freedom, he basically told his wife and the rest of the family that that's probably why she went missing. Even installed a pool over top this disgusting kidnapping cellar so that nobody would find out it was under there. So looking at the lair in the movie and the lair in real life that Josef Fritzl built, there are a lot of differences in that aspect. Just with the layout, we can see the floor plan, we can see what the rooms look like. But the general idea is the exact same thing. An underground bunker where nobody will hear you scream and nobody will find you. Okay, so I had to move from my creative under the stairs spot because I looked horrible and the sun was right in my eye. So in real life, she was trapped there for 24 years. She didn't escape until 2008. She was suffocating down there. He would rape and have sex with his own daughter like every single day or multiple times a day, which is disgusting. Did actually result in multiple children, actually had 7. I believe 1 actually did pass away, sadly. 3 lived with her and didn't see the light of day until 2008 when she was released. Other 3 mysteriously appeared on the doorstep upstairs. I'm not quite clear on what they said about the babies that arrived at the doorstep. I believe they were saying that Elizabeth ran away to be with a cult. She delivered those babies there. You know, whatever excuse they used, the community and his wife Rosemary actually believed it. Of course, he's in jail and did go to jail. Now we gotta talk about how she got out of that situation. I don't think Elizabeth wanted her poor children to be living like this, but one thing that was helpful is that they gave her a sense of purpose, a sense to stay alive, and hopefully some hope that eventually they can get out of there and experience real life. The escape situation that happened in the movie was very similar to the real life one, but a bit different. So in the film, the girl, Sarah, finds out that one of her daughters is really sick, which is what will happen if you're deprived of sunlight and air. She convinced her dad to take them to the hospital. Dawn in the movie did take them to the hospital, but eventually Sarah runs to a nurse for help. She just makes her run for it and says it's now or never. And in the movie, it ended up working. They caught him right away, saved her other son from the basement. Mom was shocked and horrified knowing that her daughter was in the basement. It ended up being a happy ending. So in real life, this daughter was actually really sick, but she was 19 years old. Josef Fritzl agreed to take the daughter, not Elizabeth, the mom. They saw that something is wrong with this kid because she's never seen sunlight. She was gravely ill. She had bad teeth. Everyone was concerned and they thought it was the mother who was abusing her. So they wanted the mother to come forward. They broadcasted that on news. In real life, Elizabeth and her other 2 kids that were stuck in the cellar had a TV and they saw this on the news. Elizabeth pleaded with her father, Joseph, please let us out. Just like the movie, he was going broke. He was getting tired of hiding the secret. He just couldn't hide it anymore. He just wanted to find a way to release her that wouldn't nail him or people wouldn't find out what he did. Elizabeth ended up telling the police exactly what happened, which they never in a million years expected. She only told them under the condition she would never have to see Joseph, her father, again. From my knowledge, the kids are all alive and well, and he is rotting in jail. But you know, if you guys want the full in-depth story and all the details, just Google the Josef Fritzl case and you'll find it. Basically told you about the similarities and differences from the movie and the real life story throughout this. My review of the movie The Girl in the Basement is I would give it a 9 out of 10. The ending was a bit Hallmark. I guess they want to make something cute, so that's the note they ended on, and it's not just so traumatizing because it is really disturbing subject to make a movie on. In terms of accuracy, I would give the movie an 8 out of 10. It did a really good job of giving you the facts about the story and what it was actually like in a more present time. It was definitely one of the best Lifetime movies that I've seen. It was just the amount of kids that was different and kind of how it escaped and what the Lair looked like. If you guys are into true crime movies, would highly recommend watching The Girl in the Basement and also looking up the story of Josef Fritzl at your own risk. All right guys, thanks for watching. Sorry about my poor film setup today. I was just all over the place, but yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next Sunday in a brand new video. Bye guys.